Hidden habits harming your senior health. Are you making these mistakes with your morning cup? Did you know that seemingly harmless morning rituals, especially those involving your beloved cup of coffee, could be quietly impacting your health as you age? Many seniors cherish their coffee routine, seeing it as a source of comfort, energy, and even a social connection. But what if we told you that some common coffee habits could be increasing your risk of health issues, including cognitive decline, weakened bones, and even heart problems? In this video, we'll explore 5 hidden dangers lurking in your morning cup, things millions of older adults do every day without realizing the potential long-term consequences. This isn't about scaring you away from coffee. It's about empowering you to make informed choices that protect your well-being. We'll delve into the science, offer simple solutions, and help you savor your coffee with peace of mind. Stay tuned until the end, because the final point might be the one most people overlook. And it has nothing to do with the coffee itself, but with when you're drinking it. So whether you've been enjoying coffee the same way for 50 years, or you're just starting your coffee journey, this information could be the key to making small changes that yield big health benefits down the road. Let's begin. Number 1. Excessive sugar and the blood sugar roller coaster. Many seniors add heaps of sugar to their coffee, chasing that sweet satisfaction they've grown accustomed to over the years. While a little sweetness isn't inherently bad, excessive sugar intake can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels. This can lead to a roller coaster of energy highs and lows, leaving you feeling jittery one moment and drained the next. These fluctuations aren't just uncomfortable, they can also contribute to mood swings, making you feel irritable and anxious. Over time, consistently high blood sugar levels can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a condition particularly concerning for older adults. Diabetes can lead to a cascade of health complications, including nerve damage, vision problems, and kidney disease. Furthermore, high blood sugar contributes to inflammation throughout the body, which can accelerate the aging process and increase the risk of various health problems, from heart disease to cognitive decline. Think of inflammation as a fire smoldering within your body, slowly damaging tissues and organs over time. Sugar feeds that fire, while a healthy diet and lifestyle help extinguish it. I recall a woman named Martha, 78, who loved her coffee incredibly sweet. She'd start her day with 3 heaping teaspoons of sugar in each cup and often have several refills throughout the morning. This habit had been part of her daily routine for decades, a comforting ritual she never questioned. Over time, Martha began experiencing increasing fatigue, often feeling too tired to engage in the activities she once enjoyed. She also noticed blurry vision, making it difficult to read and watch television. Additionally, she experienced unexplained weight gain, despite not changing her diet significantly. When Martha finally visited her doctor, she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This diagnosis, while concerning, served as a wake-up call. With the guidance of her doctor and a registered dietitian, Martha began making changes to her diet, starting with her coffee. She realized that her excessive sugar consumption had been a major contributing factor to her health issues, a realization that brought both regret and a sense of empowerment. If you, like Martha, find yourself craving that sweet taste in your coffee, try gradually reducing the amount of sugar you add. This allows your taste buds to adjust over time, and you might be surprised at how quickly you adapt to a less sugary flavor profile. Explore natural alternatives like a sprinkle of cinnamon, which adds a warm, comforting flavor, or a dash of nutmeg, which offers a subtle sweetness and a touch of spice. You can also try a small amount of stevia, a natural zero-calorie sweetener derived from the stevia plant. By making these small changes, you can still enjoy the comforting ritual of your morning coffee while protecting your health and well-being in the long run. Remember, small changes can yield big results, especially when it comes to your health. Number 2, ignoring dehydration and the mineral depletion dilemma. Coffee, that beloved morning beverage, acts as a diuretic. This means it encourages your body to release fluids, primarily through increased urination. While moderate coffee consumption isn't inherently problematic, many seniors, caught up in the rhythm of their day, often forget to replenish these lost fluids. This seemingly minor oversight can lead to dehydration, a condition that can manifest in various ways, some subtle and some quite noticeable. The early signs of dehydration often mimic other common age-related issues, making them easy to dismiss. Fatigue, for instance, can be attributed to a busy day or simply getting older. Confusion or a slight dizziness might be brushed off as a momentary lapse. However, these seemingly insignificant symptoms can be the body's way of signaling a need for more water. As dehydration progresses, the symptoms can become more pronounced. You might experience muscle cramps, a dry mouth and throat, headaches, and a rapid heartbeat. In more severe cases, dehydration can lead to kidney problems, a serious health concern, especially for older adults. Beyond fluid loss, coffee can also interfere with the absorption of essential minerals, particularly calcium and magnesium. These minerals are crucial for maintaining strong bones, a vital consideration for seniors. Calcium is the primary building block of bone tissue, while magnesium plays a critical role in calcium absorption and utilization. When coffee inhibits the absorption of these minerals, it can contribute to weakened bones, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, a condition characterized by porous and fragile bones, is a significant concern for older adults, as it can lead to pain, disability, and reduced quality of life. Imagine a garden deprived of water and essential nutrients. The plants would wither, struggle to grow, and become susceptible to disease. Similarly, our bodies require adequate hydration and a balanced intake of minerals to function optimally. When we deprive ourselves of these essential elements, we become more vulnerable to health problems. Let me share a story about George, an 85-year-old gentleman who loved his coffee. He'd start his day with a cup, have another mid-morning, and often enjoy a third in the afternoon. However, George rarely drank water, preferring the bold flavor of coffee to the plain taste of water. Over time, he began experiencing frequent muscle cramps, especially in his legs. He also noticed increasing weakness and occasional bouts of confusion. Initially, he dismissed these symptoms as part of the aging process. However, when the symptoms worsened, he finally consulted his doctor. After a thorough examination, George's doctor discovered that he was severely dehydrated and deficient in several key minerals, including calcium and magnesium. The doctor explained that George's high coffee consumption, coupled with his low water intake, had created a perfect storm for dehydration and mineral depletion. The solution was remarkably simple. Increase water intake and incorporate a mineral supplement. George diligently followed his doctor's advice, and within a few weeks, his muscle cramps subsided, his strength returned, and the confusion cleared. He realized that something as simple as drinking enough water could make a profound difference in his health and well-being. George's story highlights the importance of maintaining proper hydration, especially for seniors who enjoy coffee. A practical and effective strategy is to drink a glass of water for every cup of coffee you consume. This simple practice helps replenish the fluids lost through diuresis and supports overall hydration. Additionally, consider incorporating mineral-rich foods into your diet, such as leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and fortified cereals. If you're concerned about your mineral intake, Talk to your doctor about the potential benefits of a mineral supplement. By prioritizing hydration and ensuring adequate mineral intake, you can continue to enjoy your coffee while safeguarding your health. Number 3. The Scalding Coffee and Esophageal Irritation Equation. Many seniors prefer their coffee piping hot, almost scalding. There's a certain comfort in that initial rush of heat, a feeling of warmth spreading through you on a chilly morning. This preference often stems from years of habit, a ritual built around the sensory experience of a steaming hot cup. However, while a warm beverage is undeniably comforting, habitually drinking extremely hot liquids can have detrimental effects on your health, particularly on the delicate lining of your esophagus. The esophagus, the muscular tube that carries food and liquids from your mouth to your stomach, is surprisingly sensitive to temperature extremes. Repeated exposure to scalding temperatures can irritate and inflame the esophageal lining, much like repeated sunburns can damage your skin. Over time, this chronic irritation can lead to a condition called Barrett's esophagus, where the normal cells lining the esophagus are replaced by abnormal cells. Barrett's esophagus is a precancerous condition, significantly increasing the risk of esophageal cancer. Esophageal cancer is a serious and often aggressive form of cancer, and its incidence is unfortunately rising, particularly among older adults. While several factors contribute to the development of esophageal cancer, chronic irritation from hot beverages is recognized as a significant risk factor. The constant assault of scalding liquids on the esophageal lining creates a chronic inflammatory state, which can eventually lead to cellular changes that promote cancer development. I remember a woman named Helen, 72, who always drank her coffee as hot as she could tolerate. She loved the feeling of that intense heat, and it had become an ingrained part of her morning ritual. For years, she dismissed the occasional bouts of heartburn as a minor inconvenience, attributing them to stress or a rich meal. She also noticed a persistent cough, which she assumed was a lingering cold. However, as time went on, the heartburn became more frequent and severe, accompanied by difficulty swallowing. Concerned, Helen finally consulted her doctor. After a thorough examination, including an endoscopy, Helen's doctor discovered precancerous changes in her esophagus, consistent with Barrett's esophagus. The doctor explained that Helen's long-standing habit of drinking scalding hot beverages, particularly coffee, had likely contributed to the development of these precancerous changes. This diagnosis was a wake-up call for Helen, forcing her to confront the potential consequences of her seemingly harmless habit. Fortunately, Helen's condition was detected early, and with appropriate medical intervention, the precancerous changes were successfully managed. This experience, however, underscored the importance of protecting the delicate lining of the esophagus from the damaging effects of excessive heat. Helen learned a valuable lesson, and she now advocates for the simple yet profound practice of allowing hot beverages to cool slightly before drinking them. The solution is remarkably simple and readily available to everyone. Allow your coffee to cool slightly before drinking it. You don't have to sacrifice the enjoyment of your morning coffee. Simply wait a few minutes for the temperature to become more moderate. Your taste buds will still appreciate the rich aroma and flavor, and your esophagus will thank you for it. This small adjustment to your routine can significantly reduce your risk of esophageal irritation and the potential long-term consequences, including esophageal cancer. It's a small change that can yield significant health benefits, allowing you to savor your coffee with peace of mind for years to come. Number 4. The Processed Snack and Nutrient Void Vortex. Many seniors in their well-established morning routines often pair their coffee with a seemingly harmless snack. Think donuts, pastries, muffins, or even a bowl of sugary cereal. While these convenient choices may offer a quick burst of energy and a familiar comfort, they often lack essential nutrients and can contribute to a cascade of health issues over time. These processed snacks are typically loaded with refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, and added sugars, creating a nutritional void that can leave your body feeling depleted rather than nourished. This combination of coffee and processed snacks can set the stage for a challenging day. The caffeine in coffee can temporarily mask the underlying lack of nutrients, giving a false sense of energy. However, as the caffeine wears off, you may experience a crash in energy levels, leaving you feeling sluggish and fatigued. This roller coaster of energy highs and lows can disrupt your daily activities and impact your overall mood and well-being. Moreover, the high sugar content in these processed snacks can contribute to weight gain, particularly around the midsection. This abdominal fat is not merely a cosmetic concern. It's a significant risk factor for various health problems, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. The added sugars also fuel inflammation throughout the body, a silent process that can contribute to a wide range of age-related health issues, from arthritis to cognitive decline. Furthermore, the refined carbohydrates in these processed snacks are quickly digested and absorbed into the bloodstream, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. These fluctuations can disrupt insulin sensitivity, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a condition particularly concerning for older adults. Diabetes can lead to a host of complications, including nerve damage, vision problems, kidney disease, and cardiovascular issues. Consider Frank, a 79-year-old gentleman who enjoyed his morning coffee with a donut every day. This seemingly harmless ritual had been part of his routine for decades. Over time, Frank noticed a gradual increase in his weight, particularly around his waistline. He also began experiencing persistent fatigue, often feeling too tired to engage in the activities he once enjoyed. Additionally, he developed high blood pressure, a risk factor for heart disease and stroke. When Frank finally consulted his doctor, he was advised to make some changes to his diet, starting with his breakfast choices. He realized that his daily donut habit, combined with his coffee, was contributing to his health issues. With the guidance of a registered dietitian, Frank began replacing his donut with healthier alternatives, such as whole grain toast with avocado and a side of fruit. This simple change provided him with sustained energy, essential vitamins and minerals, and a sense of control over his health. Within a few weeks, Frank noticed a significant improvement in his energy levels. He felt more alert and focused throughout the day, and was able to resume his favorite activities with renewed vigor. He also began losing weight, particularly around his midsection, and his blood pressure gradually returned to a healthy range. Frank's experience highlights the profound impact that dietary choices can have on overall health and well-being, especially as we age. If you, like Frank, enjoy a morning snack with your coffee, consider making healthier choices that nourish your body and support your long-term health. Instead of reaching for processed snacks, opt for nutrient-rich alternatives that provide sustained energy, essential vitamins, and minerals. Whole grain toast with nut butter, Greek yogurt with berries, a scrambled egg with vegetables, or a small bowl of oatmeal with fruit are all excellent choices. These options provide a balanced combination of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates, which help regulate blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and promote overall well-being. By making these small changes to your morning routine, you can transform your coffee break from a potential health hazard into a source of nourishment and vitality. Number 5. The late-night coffee and sleep disruption situation. Many seniors enjoy a cup of coffee in the evening, perhaps while relaxing with a book or catching up on their favorite television shows. This seemingly harmless evening ritual, however, can have a significant impact on sleep quality, especially as we age. While a warm beverage can be comforting before bed, the caffeine in coffee can interfere with your natural sleep-wake cycle, a delicate balance that becomes even more fragile with age. Caffeine is a stimulant that works by blocking adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleepiness. When adenosine is blocked, you feel more alert and awake, even when your body is naturally preparing for rest. This can lead to difficulty falling asleep, frequent awakenings throughout the night, and a general sense of unrest. The result is often insomnia, a frustrating condition that can leave you feeling drained and irritable the following day. The effects of caffeine can linger in your system for several hours, sometimes even up to 6 or 8 hours after consumption. This means that even a seemingly small amount of coffee in the late afternoon or evening can disrupt your sleep patterns and contribute to daytime fatigue. This fatigue isn't just a minor inconvenience, it can impact your ability to concentrate, perform daily tasks, and enjoy your favorite activities. Poor sleep quality can also weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and illnesses. It can increase inflammation throughout the body, exacerbating existing health conditions such as arthritis and heart disease. Furthermore, chronic sleep deprivation can contribute to cognitive decline, affecting memory, attention, and overall mental clarity. I recall a woman named Eleanor, 80 years young, who loved her evening coffee ritual. She'd brew a fresh pot after dinner and savor it while watching her favorite television programs. However, Eleanor had been struggling with insomnia for several months, finding it increasingly difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. She'd wake up feeling groggy and disoriented, struggling to shake off the lingering fatigue throughout the day. Eleanor initially attributed her sleep problems to stress or simply getting older. She never considered that her beloved evening coffee might be the culprit. It wasn't until she mentioned her sleep struggles to her doctor during a routine checkup that she realized the connection. The doctor gently explained that even a small amount of caffeine in the evening could interfere with her sleep, especially at her age. He suggested that she eliminate coffee from her evening routine and see if it made a difference. Eleanor was hesitant at first, reluctant to give up her comforting ritual. However, she was desperate for a good night's sleep, so she decided to try the doctor's advice. To her surprise, eliminating that evening coffee made a world of difference. She found it easier to fall asleep, and she slept more soundly throughout the night. She woke up feeling refreshed and energized, a stark contrast to the grogginess she had become accustomed to. Eleanor realized that something as simple as changing her coffee routine could have such a profound impact on her sleep quality and overall well-being. If you, like Eleanor, enjoy a cup of coffee in the evening, consider the potential impact it may be having on your sleep. Avoid coffee in the late afternoon and evening, opting instead for decaffeinated beverages or herbal teas. A warm cup of decaffeinated herbal tea can provide the same comforting ritual without the sleep-disrupting effects of caffeine. Warm milk with a touch of honey or cinnamon can also be a soothing and sleep-promoting beverage before bed. By making this simple adjustment to your routine, you can prioritize the quality of your sleep and reap the numerous health benefits that come with a good night's rest. Improved sleep can boost your immune system, reduce inflammation, enhance cognitive function, and increase your overall energy levels. It's a small change that can make a big difference in your quality of life, allowing you to wake up each morning feeling refreshed, revitalized, and ready to embrace the day. You've now learned 5 common habits that many seniors unknowingly repeat every day. Habits that, when paired with coffee, may quietly increase the risk of various health issues over time. But this isn't a message of fear. It's a message of awareness and empowerment. Every single one of these risks can be reduced, and in many cases eliminated, with just a few simple changes. Whether it's reducing sugar intake, staying hydrated, avoiding scalding hot beverages, choosing nutritious snacks, or prioritizing sleep, these small adjustments can have a profound impact on your health, especially as you grow older. It's not about giving up coffee. It's about savoring it in a way that nourishes your body and mind. You've spent decades building routines and shaping habits, but sometimes the most loving thing we can do for ourselves is to reevaluate those routines with fresh knowledge and the wisdom that comes with age. What once worked for your body at 40 may not serve you the same way at 70 or 80, and that's not a sign of weakness. It's simply a natural evolution. Your body has changed, your needs have changed, and now your habits can too. What matters most is that you don't need to overhaul your life to protect your health. You just need to make a few conscious choices. Choose healthier alternatives, listen to your body's signals, and respect the wisdom it offers. Because the earlier you listen, the longer and better you live. That's not just science. That's self-care in motion. If this video has given you a new perspective on your coffee routine, take a moment to reflect on what you might change tomorrow. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to move in a healthier direction, one sip at a time. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on our latest tips for thriving in life after 60 all for free. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you on this journey. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.